Hi, and welcome to the June edition of the DWM Newscast. I'm Tara Taffera, editor of DWM Magazine.
And I'm Holly Biller, and we're going to bring you this month's top stories.
This includes the latest news from June's AAMA conference and an upcoming look at Canada's Windor trade show.
We'll also be offering more news on the tax credits and how this is having a positive effect on some manufacturers and suppliers.
Earlier this month, I traveled to Minneapolis for AAMA's summer conference. The big news there was the association's development of a green certification program. AAMA began this work last year, and its Green and Sustainability Specification Development Task Group is making significant strides. The proposed program will offer points in a range of different categories related to fenestration products. These include condensation resistance, variable transmittance, and other factors. 5 mandatory criteria must be met. These include energy performance, air infiltration, water resistance, structural performance, and durability. A company's products can receive different points based on these factors. For example, in the energy performance category, a product would get different points based on the U factor of that particular window. Also during the meeting, Marc LaFrance of the Department of Energy reported that for fiscal year 2010, the administration is requesting $10.5 million for the DOE's Windows program. That's a $5.5 million increase from last year, and LaFrance said a large part of that will go towards Windows research and that manufacturers should take advantage of these opportunities.
So if you're selling window products, there's lots of opportunities here that are happening these days. And so you need to track that down, follow the money, and see how you can participate in that. So there's lots and lots of money going on for that.
In an interesting comment, LaFrance said that he disagrees with his colleague at the DOE, Richard Carney, Program Manager for the Energy Star Windows program, about Phase 2 of Energy Star. LaFrance says we should hold off on Phase 2 so the triple pane market can mature.
We've already announced the proposed Phase 2 a year and a half ago, almost a year and a half ago, so people know we're serious about getting a much more aggressive level in the future. That's already been announced, people know that. And so I think right now, because we're on the cusp of some new products coming into the marketplace, I personally think we should probably hold off, maybe a year or a year and a half to do the analysis for Phase 2 so that we have a better handle as to where the product's going to look like. Now, obviously, you can do it early. The advantage of doing it early is that then everybody knows what the level's going to be well in advance, which helps. But if you do it too early, then you may end up with not as aggressive a level as you'd like. So you don't know. But it could work both ways.
In addition to association meetings, the industry has several trade shows planned this year as well, and many are wondering how this will be affected due to the economy. Event organizers are adding some new items to their shows to offer additional reasons for attending trade shows. Windor is one such event. Holly, I know you've been talking to event organizers about this show, so tell us a little bit about what's coming up for Windor.
That's right, Tara. Windor North America will be returning once more to Toronto, November 17th through 19th. Show organizers expect more than 2,500 door and window manufacturers from across North America and around the world to attend. In addition to viewing the latest products, Windor is once again partnering with the local EMS to publicize their window and balcony safety program.
This partnership is representative of how cooperation between the public service and the private industries can support community awareness for such a critically important issue.
This initiative has paramedics across the country, in conjunction with the window and door manufacturing industry, educating the public about proper safety around windows and balconies. Paramedics run clinics using display units donated by the CWDMA to get the message of supervision, education, and the use of proper safety devices out to the public.
Windor is sponsored by the Canadian Window and Door Manufacturers Association, and this year it will include the IG Alley, which is designed to showcase companies in the engineering and manufacturing sector of insulated glass. Attendees will be able to view live, ongoing impact and pressure testing demonstrations and hear technical advice from product testing experts and government officials. More information about the IG Alley, Window Safety Program, and what to expect in Toronto can be found at the official show website. One of the topics on the show floor will be the window tax credits. Manufacturers based in Canada that sell into the U.S. need to be aware of these as well. Tara, I know you've covered these extensively in DWM ever since the legislation passed in February.
That's right, Holly, and it's great to see companies are bringing back previously laid-off workers. Just this month, Gorel Windows and Doors recalled the last of its furloughed employees and is even accepting applications to fill additional positions. The callback is a result of rising demand due to active promotion of the credits, as well as the upturn that happens each spring. Suppliers also note that business is picking up due to the credits, and some companies that supply products that will help manufacturers are noting increases as well. I spoke to Larry Johnson from EdgeTech IG recently about this subject.
Our business has been greatly affected by the tax credits. I don't know so much is it the credit itself, but we have customers or people buying windows are looking more for the tax credit. So the pool of people looking to buy windows, I think, has maybe grown a little bit, but not very much. But they're focusing more on energy efficient products, which will give them at least get the $1,500. Yeah, we've found a lot of new customers in the last few months, and actually have closed quite a few of them. They were marginal with the current systems that they had, but once they put our spacer system into the window, they're easily into the 0.30 range for the U value.
Though business has increased, Johnson would not venture a guess as to how long the downturn will last.
To figure out how long this growth will last, or just this tax credit will help the industry, is the $6 million question. We were asked to reforecast almost monthly now, and it's a guess.
While some companies are reporting increases, sadly, still there are those who are shutting their doors. When I was at the AAMA meeting this month, the news broke that Phillips Products was closing. So Holly, I know that this is a good news, bad news type of scenario, but I know some companies are picking up business lost from Phillips.
David Decker, president of Meritech Windows in Carrollton, Texas, says his business has increased substantially since Phillips closed. Meritech Windows only opened in 2007, but Decker says the company has been growing, particularly in the last 13 months, in which time the company created 150 jobs. Decker says the company is blessed to be actively growing in this down market. The stimulus package and the opportunity for homeowner tax credits have also helped Decker generate business. As is most cases, the company's products can meet the 30/30 requirements.
Thanks, Holly. Hopefully in the next newscast we'll have more good news stories to bring. Thanks for joining us for this edition of the DWM Newscast. I'm Tara Taffra.
And I'm Holly Biller.
And we'll see you next time.